Yeah.
Like it's George Christie. Oh no, George Christie's a.
I have friends that live out
George
there,
Christie's a
and,
journalist. That's
it
right.
was a shame. They told me.
Are we ready?
They said it wasn't. They tried to hype it up for the Memorial Day, and they didn't really get it up to speed. Now I think it's kind of a fishy fire.
Well, of course it is. It's Jersey.
Name an outlet, please. Name an
Oh,
outlet.
I'm doing generics.
Okay. Ready? Thank you.
Are you ready? Can you slate yourself?
Yes. Hey, what's up? I'm Josh Peck from Battle of the Year, and I play Franklin. That's Franklin with a Y.
Tell me about Franklin. Where does he work? What does he do?
So Franklin with a Y works for Dante in the movie, and Dante is sort of this hip hop mogul in the respect of Jay-Z or Russell Simmons, and Franklin is definitely not a player in the company at the beginning of the movie. It's hard to know whether they even know he exists, but he's immediately sort of enlisted to help WB, who's the head coach of the Dream Team, to act as like the assistant coach, and he has an encyclopedic knowledge for b-boying, so he's definitely an asset.
Now, the dancers told me that you're quite the B-Boy dancer yourself. You want to tell me about your history?
I'm blessed. I have moves for days. They were sort of procured early on in Hebrew school, and they've grown ever since. So, you know, they're more specialty moves that if you watch them, it might not seem like dance. It might seem like a borderline seizure, but they're beautiful.
Now, when you danced, did you have a street name?
I mean, my nickname is Shua, so if I did it, it'd probably be Shua. B-Boy Shua.
What do you think of the dancing in the film?
I mean, I was so inspired and so blown away by what these guys can do. What I love about the film is that traditionally, b-boying is sort of relegated to the sidelines of dance films. Like, it's a specialty thing you see for 10 seconds of a 3-minute dance battle. But in this film, it is the centerpiece, and the star of the movie truly is the dance. And to see it captured in this way with 3D, it is truly coming right at you for an experience I don't think people have ever had before. So I think the payoff is huge.
Had you heard of any of these guys before?
Well, I had seen Planet B-Boy when it originally came out, the documentary the movie's based on, and so when I met like Dunock, who's a big part of the documentary, and Mike Murda, it was like, I was like, oh, I'm a fan of these guys. Like, I had a fangirl moment.
And Chris Brown?
Chris Brown, Chris Breezy, Christopher Brahiz E. He doesn't know that I call him that, so I don't do it to his face. No, I mean, Chris is such a talent, and to watch what he does and how gifted he is physically, and it was just really inspiring, and also in just the fact that we could like bro down and hang out on set, and he didn't have any airs about him. He was just there to work really hard and have a good time. Was really refreshing.
He said the same thing about you.
No, you didn't interview him.
I did.
I wish you did. Chris, tweet me.
So, your history with dance and knowing all about b-boying, what did you bring to the role with your history? What did you bring to the role of Franklin to help the dancers along their way to the Bodie?
Well, I think this character has sort of been seen before in certain dance films in some respects, and so I feel as though what was great was what was written was stuff that I didn't know about, which was all this knowledge of b-boying and sort of his ability in which to be an assistant coach, and what I could sort of bring to it was the natural sarcasm and comedic relief that I try to have in my normal life, and to sort of inject into who this character was, because I feel as though with dance films you always get such great dancing, but sometimes you don't get a well-rounded story or full characters, and I think what's great about Battle of the Year is you get all those things.